Hello and welcome to Sunday Stretch. Oh, I was just working out in the yard, so forgive me if my allergies seem to be a little more active than usual. I'm Tanya Leek, and you are with EmBODY Well for Sunday Stretch. So thank you for joining. Thank you for making this time for you, your mind, your body, and your spirit. So with that, I just want you to go ahead and shift in your feet. Just kind of start to feel how your body is feeling. Take some deep breaths. Remember to breathe through your nose. And a little trick I learned from the author of How We Breathe. Go ahead and grab your nose just under the solid part, that sort of bone where the cartilage is, and give it a little shake. Pinch it and breathe in and out. It helps loosen up those nasal passages, and you may be able to breathe a little bit better, especially if you suffer from allergies like me. I have a herbal remedy if anybody wants to email me. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So leave your feet about shoulder width apart. You can continue to shift the hips and just lift up. Oh, reach out of the waist and down. Again, lift up and down. Third time's a charm. Lift up and down. And stand still. Bring the palms forward. Release the shoulders down. Spread the toes. Feet flat on the floor. And look to one side. And shake your head, yes. Just feel the neck stretching. Couple more. Pulling those shoulders down as you stretch. And let's look to the other side and the same thing. Keeping the shoulders level and release downward. Just getting in the neck. And we're going to do a little up, circle, down. Again, when you come down, release the shoulders a little bit more. So you're really pushing down. Up, down. Up, full range of motion in the neck. Down, up, down. And then bring the chin down and shake your head. No stretching. The neck in a different plane. And back. No. Be gentle with your neck. Lots of blood vessels and nerves running through there. Central nervous system, the spine on its way to the brain, really important. And let's go ahead and stretch up. You can grasp the hands, and I want you to go side to side. Oh, boy. Ooh, I got a little crack. I don't know about you. Nice and slow, moving side to side. Trying to stretch a little further out of the waist each time. One more time each side. And up. Final stretch. Reach through the hands. Reach through the hands. Pull the belly nice and long. Sides of the body. Through the spine. And release. Release the shoulders down. Shake them out. Shake the head just gently side to side. And go ahead and let the chin fall forward. Shoulders fall forward. Keep the hips in place. Bend the knees and sink. Melt down. Really pushing through the top of the head. Trying to get the top of the head facing the floor. And come up the way you came down. So As the hips fall into place, straighten the legs. Shoulders should be forward with the legs straight. And chin up. You can come all the way back with the chin. And 2. Shoulders first. Pull the belly in. And then bend the knees and let the body, the torso, fall forward. Breathe and up. And all the way back with the neck. Last time we're going to stay down, chin in. Breathe in. Once you get that torso over, go ahead and stay there. As you can, reach for the floor. Reach the palms for the floor. Fingertips, whatever you're feeling. And go ahead and straighten the legs. And bend. Knees right over the toes. Straighten. Head facing the floor. Top of the head. And bend. Feel the stretch in the heel. Straighten. And bend. Try to get a little further, keeping the heels on the floor, but keeping the knees in line with the toes. And straighten. And bend. And straighten. Stay straight. And cross one arm over the other hand, which should be right in front of the toes, and let the arm come up. So you're twisting as you push that belly forward. And hand comes down in front of the other toe. Same thing on the other side. You should feel the stretch in the lat of that bottom hand as you reach across. And at the top, you should feel that twist happening. Chest opening. And again, head down, cross the hands, and then straight down. Drop the head. And I want you to go ahead and turn the feet out so the toes go out to the pivoting and from the heels. And I want you to go ahead and bend the knees. You're going to come down. The hips are going to come down. And to wherever you're comfortable. So if you're comfortable enough to lift the head, otherwise you can leave the hands on the floor pushing out on the legs, or if you're comfortable there, you can bring the hands to a prayer position and kind of sit into the hips. Great opener for the hips. If you need to rock and roll the feet, because you want to be on the heels as much as possible. So again, that might be here for you. Lift it. As long as you feel a stretch inside that inner thigh. Now this is, you're moving towards a place where you can really pull the hips through. So this is a progressive exercise. The more you do it, the more your hips will open up. That hip joint will be more flexible. So I want you to do, we're going to straighten and bend the legs. So we're going to come in and out of this position just to give it a little more push. So we're coming up. I want you to lift up on the toes. Let the heels come out. Bring the heels back in and come down. Again, hands in prayer position is optional. Down and up. In and down. 3 times. So we got one more time. Down, and hopefully you're feeling like, oh, this feels a little more comfortable. In and down. Good job. Go ahead and rock in those hips. Just feel this position, getting comfortable, releasing the pelvic floor. And come on down. Bring those toes back in. Drop the head. Bend the knees. Let's roll up. The head is going to be the last thing. So we're really pulling the belly in. Rolling through the vertebrae of the spine from the bottom to the top. Lifting tall. Taking a breath. All right, you can go ahead and shake your hips out. Make sure you're staying nice and tall. Not sticking the rear out, but keeping the pelvis tucked under. All right. And we're going to turn one foot to the side, get a little more in those hips. Okay. If you want to, you can bring the other foot back slightly. What you want to do is make sure that the middle foot, that where your arch is on that back foot, is lined up with the other foot, which should be pointing straight side. All right, give me an arm to that side. So again, the toes and the arm should be pointing in the same direction. And then go ahead and stretch forward. Keep the front heel on the floor. That heel, that back edge, should be against the back edge of the mat. And then I want you to reach down. And the other arm comes up just to shoulder height. And then down and up. And what I want you to do is turn the palm up and give me a little stretch back. Down. Up. Breathe. Arm comes down first. And then we come. Here you want to go ahead and keep that pelvis moving forward. And this time reach that arm down to the calf. And forward. One more time. Arm down. Up. Reach. Go ahead and shift the hips forward, stretching the front of the body, front and the side, and down and up. This time, we're going to go straight with the other arm and up. Come up nice and tall, nice straight line from the middle of the pelvis all the way up to the top of the head, down, up, down, up, and down. This time I want you to go ahead and bend the knee, that front knee, hand outside the foot, hand comes around, pivot the back foot, and I want you to go ahead and slide into a deep lunge, however deep you feel comfortable. Breathe there. Come up. Lunge. Powerful. Arms up. Really leaning into the hips. And then arms down. And I want you to go ahead and stretch. Push that back heel down. Breathe there. And go ahead and bend. I want you to pull the foot in. 2, 3, 4. Toes lined up. Body down. Bend the knees. Roll up. Oh, that feels good through the vertebrae. Come to neutral. Release the shoulders back. Palms facing forward. Now, let's go ahead and turn back to long side of the mat. Remember, we're going to widen those feet and turn one foot to the side, lining up the arch with the heel of the other foot. Arm out. We're going to be in our bent position. And we're going to come down and let that other arm really open that chest, open that top shoulder. Down. Really reach. So take a reach and down. Just to shoulder height. Reaching through the fingertips to the top. And reach. Third time's the charm. This one's going to be the best one. Now here we're going to add hour. Moving back. So we're coming up and then all the way back. Oh, make it fluid. Oh. Turn that bottom shoulder towards the top shoulder, and then here. I want you to go ahead and straighten that front leg. And same thing with the straight leg. Just up and down. Ooh. Reach. Look to that top shoulder if you can. 3. Slide out. Find that opening like you're hugging the front and down. Slide out. Down. Go ahead and slide forward. Bring the arms from around the foot. Turn the other foot back. Slide it out. Find your maximum lunge. It is wherever, again, you find the stretch on the front of that back hip. And come up. Lift the chest tall. Bring the shoulders down. Come all the way up if you're comfortable. Really bringing those hips open. And down. And you're going to give me a nice stretch of that front leg. With a breath. And let's go ahead and pull in, and spread the feet shoulder width, and then just drop. Ah, feels good. And the knees roll up slow through the vertebrae. Take your time. Roll the shoulders back. All right. And let's come down. Stretch back. I want you to go ahead and shift in your hips. Bring the toes up and work through the feet. Now point them, bring them down. Up through the feet and the calves. Down. Up. Down. Last time. Down. And this time, one foot up. Let's alternate. And down. Up. Down. Switch. Switch. Just working through the feet. Switch. Switch. And then roll. Same direction or opposite. But you just got to make sure you're coordinated enough to do the other side. And roll the ankle. This helps keep that kinetic chain that starts from the feet when you're walking, when you're running, any kind of movement that starts from the feet keeps it nice and loose to prevent injury. or at least reduce the risk. You can always do something. All right, come on down. Open your arms wide. Bring one leg in. Now from here, I want you to go ahead and let the legs fall towards the bottom leg. So the top leg will come across and just stretch there. As you're pulling the knee in towards the chest, you're letting it fall across. Be sure to neutralize in the spine. Don't let that rear stick out. Tuck the pelvis. Let the leg just start to drop. Use gravity to help you intensify the stretch. Releasing the glutes and the pelvic floor. Sometimes we hold in to keep ourselves kind of from dropping, but here we really want to let go. And go ahead and bring that top leg, the one that's closest to the chest, down and around to straight. And bring the other foot, that bent leg now, out to the side. Breathing and sinking. Try to even up those hips if you can. Feeling that opening in the bent leg. And pull that leg up, foot to the floor. Other foot comes up, center your body. Pull the back on into the floor, belly button in. And other foot up. And drop. Kind of a little staggered. And just see where your body wants to fall. Releasing the pelvic floor, releasing the glutes. Really just let everything open up. Reach that back shoulder for the floor. So you're opening up in the chest, reaching out through the fingers. Remember, everything's still active. Go ahead and bring that leg down. Looks like you're turning over in your sleep. Bring the other foot in close to the thigh. The foot should attach either there, right beside the knee, or if it's more comfortable, and you can keep that pelvis under, you can put it down by the calf, or if you're really going for it, you can try to get beside the knee and closer to the pelvis, above the knee. And again, just letting gravity really help you with this one. Just really congratulate yourself for making the time. And bring that leg up, foot goes on the floor. Other foot on the floor. Pull the back down, adjust, and in, arms up, and just rock the body. Just a nice soothing rhythm, soothing motion with the breath. And release down. Hands down, palms up. Shoulders released away from the ears, away from the top of the head. Release in the belly, pelvic floor. Breathe through the belly, deeply, deeply. Controlling your breathing. Managing your breathing, focusing on lengthening the exhale. That's our theme for this month, is really learning how to use our breath to help us feel lighter, recover more quickly from stress and tension, sleep better. So with each exhale, control it and sustain that exhale. Make it sort of continuous and slow. And with each exhale, I want you to focus on relaxing one part of your body. The next exhale, do a different part of your body. And with the next exhale, give yourself a big hug. And kind of do a little rock side to side. And get on the floor. You can now rock in the hips. You know, I love a little tailbone rock. And with that, go ahead and gently, you can rock your head now, maybe last thing. You can even windshield wiper the legs with the head. Again, these are all things that allow you to move your body the way it's intended. You connect your breath to it, it becomes even more powerful. And I'm going to roll over to the side. Come on up, your choice. Just really be gentle with yourself as you come back to your day-to-day, but hopefully there are some things you did today that will help you feel a little bit more relaxed, get better sleep this evening, and just generally be prepared for a wonderful week. I'm Tanya Leek with EmBODY Well. Thanks for joining Sunday Stretch. Have a wonderful week.